But it's hard to get somebody there. As you said, I think we have this, the ego. That's another stuff. I want to be right, not I want this to be right. Some say he must be gay. I tried to argue, but they said if he was gay, wouldn't let it be. About Susan, some say she's just a tease. In a cab I saw, she's 6 feet tall, she knocked you to your knees. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. It just needs some time to get away from all these rumors. Can't take it no more. My best friend said, I'm gonna have to just share this window. If I do window, then it's entire screen. Okay, so if I go cancel. So the next time I get somebody started rumors to kill me. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. I just need some time to get away from all these rumors. Can't take it no. My best friend said, what I have, I'm here to ignore. Okay. Do that. Yeah.
When you love someone, it's natural, not demanding. And that's one thing I found to say about you. I'm so glad we reached an understanding. Now I know how to say it with you. So now my love to you, baby, I surrender. Get ready tonight. Gonna make this a night to begin. Get ready tonight. Gonna make this a night to begin. Celebrations in the heart 'cause we're united. And there's nothing in this world could come between me and you. We're together and it keeps me so excited to be what the power of love can do. And I'm feeling love that's so tender. Get ready tonight, girl. I'm gonna make this a night. Get ready.
Come on, brother.
Gonna make this a night to begin.
There we go. I'm trying to get these hour things down. Like I want to say by my 10th one, I want to 1, 2, 3, and also like fucking be able to go in on my intro, the whole shebang. But anyway, people meeting, people making memories. JCTV, welcome back to the Lunch Table Podcast. I just had a few words to that that entered the mission statement to educate, to elevate, and to innovate. Not just to entertain and to talk nonsense at the lunch table, but truly want to, each episode moving forward, every time I'm in front of anything, is to educate, is to elevate, and to also and to innovate. People meeting, people making memories. I'm trying to, not trying to. I got to stop saying trying. Working on empathy and communication. Working on empathy and communication, because I can come off as abrasive because I'm not taking into account my tone and how a person may feel about how I come off. So I am working on this year, just in general, my empathy and also my communication, to the point to where Become a Lead Star is the ebook that I will be pushing for my first ebook. These are the 8 guidelines for effective communication. I learned this back in 2008. I truly believe, if applied in any relationship, any dynamic, son, daughter, teacher, student, cop, the person that they pull over, whomever, if these 8 guidelines are applied and if people are solution based, then I truly believe a resolution, a positive resolution will come at the end if applied. But we talked about the thing that really gets in the way of that, which is what? What gets in the way of people trying to communicate? Ego. Ego. Why does that get in the way, you think? How does that get in the way? Because people want to communicate well, right? Like, they don't not want to, I don't believe. But like, why can't they? Why does that ego? What the fuck is that?
Because it affects their opinion of the way that they look at things. Like, so people will combat what you're trying to present to them because they don't understand.
Example.
Like, you can say, like, my group of friends, we gotta go together.
Okay.
Right? There's 5 of us. 4 of us are on board, 1 of us is not. Right? And you're throwing negative energy at what the main goal is for the group of us, instead of being open-minded to what we're trying to present.
Why are they doing that though?
Because they don't understand. They don't see it.
Where does that come from, you think, though? That ignorance, where does that come from? Is it one place, you think, or could it be a multitude of things?
It comes from life. It comes from what your home base is, what it's like. It comes from the things that you've seen in life. That will make you fear doing things out of your normal.
Okay. Lead star communication. It's like golf. It's like golf. It's something that you just continuously have to work on, especially because if the person changes, then the whole dynamic changes. So, like, if me and him are vibing, and we were working on a project, but then he gets reassigned, somebody else comes in, I got to start all that off. It starts all over again, because you're always going to be working with somebody different. And maybe if you're working with somebody that you know, they may be different that day. You know what I'm saying? Communication, but yeah, that's always going to be the foundation. But I just want to jump into these video responses. All right. I'm always on the web. I'm always on the reels, but not just to doom scroll, as they call it. I use it for pieces for me to react to, or to use it on the show. I love having people with me that agree with me, that don't agree with me, that aren't afraid to be honest. And Rick the Ruler, he's been I've seen he's been on the show multiple times, and he's not afraid to be honest and to speak his mind, and that's how this has to work. Oh yeah, it's called the lunch table because for me, in school, the lunch table was a time for me to. There weren't any teachers, and I can truly be myself and open, and also recess as well, which is why I call the show the lunch table. I kind of skipped some some of the intros, but yeah, the lunch table. I love the lunch table podcast. Lunch table is when I can, we can talk about anything. So yes. So what we did the intro. I talked about L.E.A.D.S.T.A.R. I talked about L.E.A.D.S.T.A.R. Why is it called the lunch table? Video responses. Boom, boom. I want to hear from you, brother. I need you to be honest with me. I need you to be honest. Let's hit boundaries.
My friends are my lovers. I don't practice a relationship model that sees my friends are my lovers. I don't practice a relationship model that sees romantic love as more than friendship love.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for me, I treat my friends like people would treat their romantic partners. We're going out on dates, we're taking vacations together, we're making life plans together, we're sharing resources. And what that's meant for me is that I never have to fear being alone.
Do you need to hear that again, or do you got something? You good to go? All right, brother. So we're gonna start in. I'm just working on my fucking process. How I do this? Go back. Boom, boom. We on. I called it boundaries. What's your take on this individual? I'm just gonna recap. He says he doesn't distinguish between romantic relationships and regular friendship relationships, in his intent and how he treats them, regarding his friends. Would you say that's a safe paraphrase? Okay. What's your take on that, brother?
I agree.
How so?
Not in the sense that he was saying it, but like my circle of confidants, we're the same way. Like we brainstorm together.
Okay.
We sit down and we have man to man inner circle conversation.
Yes, sir.
Right? If we got it, we're going type shit. Right? So I agree with what he's saying in the aspect of like that's how like my friends are like my family.
My bad. Rick Derula. I didn't introduce the fucking guest, goddamn. Rick Derula. I think I mentioned, but I didn't introduce. Goddamn, Rick Derula. Met him through Poppy Cannon. Been on the show. Love to death. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
My bad.
So yeah, like I got the same friends that I from grade school, right? So like
how with what he was saying,
how do you portray?
I took it as this.
Mm-hmm.
I took it as so how I treat my regular friends and how I treat someone that I am romantically with are different. Right? The boundaries are different.
Yeah.
And I have some pushback on what the young man said or on what he said. I don't know what to say.
We're going somewhere.
I have some pushback on it because just as a person, not having boundaries, that's a recipe for disaster. Because as a person, I don't treat everyone the same way, you know? Like my relationship with you is different from my relationship with Hollis. It's different. There are different boundaries. It's different, you know?
Yeah.
Like how you would treat the girl that you really like is different than how you would treat the girl that you really don't like. And I'm trying to keep it PG, but there are boundaries. And what I took from him was like there weren't any. He was treating every relationship the same, and I think that's an issue, especially when you know, you involve romance, you know,
Right.
sex in general. I don't give a damn. Once you involve that sacred act that people just throw around,
Changes everything.
it changes everything. Semen's exchange, blood's exchange. Semen's exchange.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, though. Like I was like, it's like it's a real sacred act. I'm like, it's a sacred act. And I listen. I'm no damn saint. I'm not out here trying to act like I'm a saint. But it is a sacred act. I am aware of the act, aware of how sacred it is, and aware how willy-nilly it's been thrown around. And problems are caused because of it. So many, like all the time, right? Like all the time, like loosely fucking low key is the origin of a lot of fucking problems that happens.
Oh, definitely.
I'm talking about because individuals don't know that they have a spirit. They've opened up a vacuum in their life. They have no idea, and it affects the day to day. It really does, you know. Oh man, can you talk to that point about, you know, or you know what I'm saying, have you experienced anything about how that has blocked you? how been not responsible, you know, blocked you, and when you became aware of that,
everything is easier to get into than get out of.
oh my God, bro.
Everything is easier to get into than get out.
Especially fucking.
I could, like we talked about on like the first or second episode we were on, like I could fuck you and not give no fuck about you, right? And it's like
most men can, right?
Yeah,
we're built that way. Most men can, I believe, right?
Women, like as soon as we like sweet talk you, we do this, we do that, we show you any type of fucking attention, and like, oh, you're hooked. You're hooked. So now we got a situation going.
We got a situation. Got a stage 5 clinger.
We got a fucking situation on our hands. And some motherfuckers is crazy.
Yeah.
Like some motherfuckers are not wrapped too tight, man. So like people gotta be real precautious about what the fuck.
But it's the dude's fault. It's like I feel every situation and where it goes bad, and female, it's your fault. You know why? Because it's your choice. I'm not happy or cheering that the result happened, but we must take accountable that I chose this abuser. I chose this fucking psycho bitch. I chose this nigga that I know he fight bitches. I know this nigga fight bitches. But his car dope though. His car dope and his whole scene dope. I know he hit women. He hit my homegirl. I iced her down 2 weeks ago. But so it's the accountability thing, you dig? You know what I'm saying? For everybody, especially any adults. You know, it's anywho. Yes. Fucking what video was that we saw? Boundaries.
So like,
yeah, back to boundaries. Go ahead.
Like,
you say you agree with the man?
I agree with the fact that like it's loyalty. Like my friend aspect is loyalty. So I'm not agreeing with how he treats you.
What part are you agreeing with him, brother?
I'm agreeing with
like
the
specific
part of like my niggas on my nigga.
Okay. Did he say that?
That's what I'm. To me, that's I interpret it.
Okay.
I interpret it that way, and that's how I took it. Like,
can we play it again?
My loyalty, right? But I get where you're going.
Okay.
I get where you're going.
Okay.
Because one, not everybody is the same. Like, everybody in my circle is different.
Okay.
Right? And we all have a mutual understanding that you can't play with certain people. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, like
my only pushback, because yes, you did you interpreted a little bit little bit differently. My pushback was when he said he treated the romantic relationships like he treated his platonic relationships, and you just can't do that. Everyone's tried it, you know. Call that friends with what? Yes, that shit don't work because it's different when you involve the semen and the blood. Stupid. All right. Anyway, here we go. Next one. I on some real shit. Like this is my favorite part of the show. It's fucking this part. How you do this? Stop sharing. We're gonna go here. Blood tie. Go here. You go share. Google Drive. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Oh Lord. That's what you agree with, buddy? Friends are my lovers. I got you. Rick the fucking ruler agrees. I'm joking. I'm joking, Bush. I'm joking.
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Okay, that's what you got from it.
I'm big on loyalty. I know what he was talking about. Me, I'm big on loyalty.
I'm trying to find this motherfucker.
The homies already know.
Anyway,
Stay dangerous.
gotta work on my trends. Let's go with. Share with me. Keeping and kept. You're gonna have. I think you're gonna have something to say about this one. Oh, give me a sec. I think we're here, and we're going. There it is. Cool. All right. Oh fuck, Jay. Let's go. Boom. There we go.